and welcome back to the now back alive Cryptcast. And this time I have Zay Overseer.
I'm back, everybody!
Woo! He's not dead. We didn't exile him entirely.
The restraining order hasn't gone through yet.
And here we also have Josh of Dead of Night Productions.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So a little explanation about Cryptcast being back. We kind of canceled it a long time ago. We had a big finale and everything. Even though that episode was recorded like a long ass time ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a big finale.
Yeah,
I'd call it just like an average episode that just happened to be the last one.
Yeah. And we also mentioned in our recent episode of Brainwatching that we're no longer doing Cryptcast and the long form Brainwatching. But
yeah, I said that about Midnight Verse though. I said, "Oh yeah, we won't do long episodes." Good luck with that.
So this one we're trying to shorten a bit, and it's not going to be 3 hours this time.
I really hope it's not.
Because we're the zombie channel and nothing stays dead.
I mean, we're not exactly zombies. We're just like
I feel
creepy
like a zombie
shit, like creepy undead shit. Like did you know the brain in BridgeBrains actually has a name?
Brainy?
No.
Oh.
Zay, do you want to take a guess on what it is?
I'm in BridgeBrains and I don't know the name of it.
Surely.
His name
I got no idea.
Okay,
yeah.
His name is Eisenhower.
Why?
Because he has the eye.
Why?
Because he has the eye.
All right, this was fun, guys. Thanks for having
me. But literally, I came up with that, and everyone agreed.
I wasn't part of that discussion, so
you don't matter, Josh. God,
Did
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. I'm gonna come over.
it take you 2 or 3 weeks to come up with that?
Yeah, take you 2 or 3 months.
It took me like,
and then several
actually,
rewrites.
It did take me a few months after we got the logo.
Jesus Christ. You know, the skeleton that comes out of the Dead of Night ground has a name. His name is Skelly. Like, I don't get it.
His original name was Ivan.
Ivan.
Ivan Eisenhower. That's his full name.
But anyway, so let's shift gears into sort of a topic. What we're doing.
His middle name is Izzy, so his initial is I, so it's Ivan I Eisenhower. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. But shifting gears into an actual topic, we're gonna talk about what we're doing in quarantine and right now we're actually not gonna mention why we're in quarantine. Just
because we all know why.
I just felt like it, okay?
We all know why there's a quarantine in 2020, so let's just leave it at that. And if we have to refer to what's going on, we'll call it the current situation. Sound fair?
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm going to go down the list. Josh, what have you been doing in quarantine?
Honestly, so funny thing about me, to kind of date this podcast a little bit, I am in my last semester of college.
Woo!
I was going to graduate. And I'm still going to graduate, but yeah, I'm taking online courses right now, which have kind of absorbed a lot of my attention. I've already gathered lines for my next video that I'm working on. Yeah, honestly, this break I'm just trying to spend preparing for when I graduate. That's kind of my main goal.
That's good.
Because honestly, I don't mind being at home. It's just that like, I think it's not that like I want to be home. It's just that it sucks that like you're forced to stay home. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the fact that you really don't have a choice to go out. Like all the things that would be open to you aren't. That's what makes it worse.
Yeah, and fucking like shopping for shit that you actually need. Like I was gonna get my Elgato at the store. but now I can't do that. I have to I had to order it online, and it's gonna take forever in the mail now. But anything else you've been doing?
I'm just playing a shit ton of video games too.
Yeah, same here.
Oh yeah. I just bought Breath of the Wild. It was finally on sale.
God.
Yeah. So it was $40 on Amazon.
I still haven't complete that game. I just had it on the back burner for so fucking long.
Yeah. Well, but the main game I'm playing right now is actually Yakuza 0. It just got added to Xbox Game Pass, so I've been kind of playing through that for the first time.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I've been talking about Yakuza pretty much everywhere I go because it's really, really awesome. And the fact that the first game I played was the prequel kind of helps.
Yeah, you talked about it on the recent Dead of Night Midnightverse.
I did, and you can go check that out whenever you feel like it, yeah. The funny thing about the recent Dead of Night episode, we tried, the Midnightverse episode, we tried coming up with just one topic, but Clutch didn't really know what topic we were talking about. Like, we were talking about Smiling Friends, which came out last week, or this April Fool's Day. And, like, we've talked about that for 15 minutes, and we talked about who knows what for another 30.
That was most of Brainwatching and Cryptcast Wednesday was here.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Brainwatching was fun. Those are like the longest podcasts I've ever been on. Easy.
Yeah. But Jose, what have you been doing in quarantine?
Well, you know how, Josh, you said you're close to graduating college, right?
Yes.
Well, I have graduated. Winter term.
Hey.
Yay, I'm a college graduate, baby. Which is awesome because seeing as I am a person with Asperger's, which is there's a spider. Hold on.
There's a spider.
The spider knows. The spider knows.
Okay, I got it. Since I am a person with Asperger's, which is a form of autism, when I was diagnosed when I was a kid, the asshole doctors told my parents that I was not likely to graduate high school.
Assholes, man.
My parents never told me because why the hell would they? That would completely discourage me. That would make me feel like an idiot. So they never told me. The doctors just told my parents. And it wasn't until years later, after I graduated high school and I started killing it in college, that they finally told me that the doctors said I wouldn't graduate. So yeah, fucking showed them.
Woo! I'm glad.
Yeah, if a doctor said that because I guess I'm kind of in a similar scenario, but like, I never really had that issue, but if a doctor ever said that to my parents, I think he'd be dead, because my parents are both New Yorkers, and they fought tooth and nail, you know? So they would have beat the hell out of anyone who got in the way of
badmouth their kid.
Dude.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just, it's a big accomplishment, definitely, to overcome kind of, but I feel like overcoming it's kind of a hard, thing to say because it's still a part of you. It's just kind of learning to live with it, I guess, and use it to your benefit.
You got to focus on it is tough to live with, but it does come with advantages.
Yeah, but I do hate the stigma that it makes you more creative, because when I'm not focused on that and when I'm like kind of not zoning out, I guess, I feel much more focused. So I don't have ADD, but like, I don't like the stigma that, like, oh, people with autism or people with Asperger's are more creative, they're this and that. Well, yes and no, you know. It's also very complex.
It just depends on the person, honestly. But, like, fucking...
Yeah. I was... Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, fucking Wildcard, he's one of the most creative people I know. And, ADHD is... Yeah, he's lived with that all his life. And he even made it part of his persona. That would actually be his actual persona if he was in the Persona games. He'd be the multitasker?
Well, Joker has like every Persona protagonist has multiple personas.
He would have multiple personas.
I don't know anything about Persona, but I was put into... I was in middle school, I think it was middle school, either that or like late elementary. I was put into like I forget the right terminology right now, but it's one of those things where like they take you out of class for 2 hours and bring you to this room with a bunch of other special kids, and you like do puzzles and stuff.
Oh, I had that too.
That was one of the worst experiences of my life.
EDD.
Yeah. So here's Because back when I was growing up, right, they didn't really understand this as much as they do now. So you kind of got lumped in with the kids. Like, for me, I'm just very quirky, right? I feel like the reason why I want to be one of the reasons why I like voiceover so much is I get to be loud, right? I'm just a very loud and energetic person. So, but because I had that diagnosis, I was lumped with low functioning like individuals. Not to belittle them or anything, but you can't get the same treatment. That's why it's called the spectrum, you know? So I always kind of resented that a little. And that's why I kind of try to distance myself from it.
It made me feel stupid.
But
yeah.
Like everybody, all of us were just constantly we could tell just by looking at each other, like none of us wanted to be here. We just had to like grin and bear it for 2 hours and then go back to class. But, sorry for getting us super sidetracked. I never actually said what I've been doing in quarantine.
You're fine.
No, but like, you know what? Honestly, the one thing in quarantine I've been doing is self-reflection, because I'm almost 22. Like, it doesn't feel real to me yet. Hell, I'm not used to being 21 right now.
God, I'm almost 22.
So self-reflection's definitely been.
But
Chip's a little baby. He's not even
Shut up.
21 yet.
I am 21. What the fuck are you talking about?
What? Wait, what?
I'm 21.
21. All right.
I turned 21 in January.
Still a baby.
Oh, happy
to me.
birthday. Wait, I remember. I said happy birthday to you.
Yeah. But
January feels like a year ago.
Oh god. Just this year has felt like a year ago.
Yeah. I've literally lost track of time. I uploaded a video like on my channel, and that was 4 days ago. I'm like, what the fuck? That was 4 days ago. Like, I literally just did like a comic dub in one day, uploaded it, and then it's like, wait a minute, that was 4 days ago. Where have the last 4 days gone?
The April Fool's video that we just uploaded just a few days ago feels like it was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, time has just started to blur together. I need to get out of the house somehow.
Maybe we're...
Oh, yes, leaving the house. I remember that.
Yeah. You guys remember restaurants?
They're still active. They just deliver.
You remember dine-in?
Back in my day, we had the sun to give us light.
Oh, God.
I fucking remember, like... God, I for like, my poor parents, their anniversary, it was like a couple weeks ago. So we had to order food for their dinner.
Oh, God.
Like, via DoorDash.
That's sad.
Via pickup, I mean. So that was funny. But, like, yeah, I mean, it's just like, I mean, not to belittle this, like, situation, obviously. It's such a first world problem to complain about it, but this does feel really bizarre. You know?
mean, like, just so you know that anyone watching, none of us have the thing that's going on. It's just we're complaining about isolation. Zay, you were supposed to explain what you were doing through quarantine.
Okay, fine. You want my answer? Fucking nothing. all that build up for fucking nothing. I've been trying to script something right now. I don't know why I'm keeping it a secret. It's the second episode of the Chibi Ruby show, but fun fact, Ruby Chibi is really fucking hard to abridge for multiple reasons.
It looks a lot. It looks a lot harder than the actual, show.
It is. I mean, for one, it's a comedy. That's the obvious answer. Two, because I've only covered season 1 in Ruby Abridged, so like I wouldn't even say half. Like 3/4 of the cast of Ruby Chibi I haven't gotten to yet, so I have to use...
You haven't cast, yeah.
Yeah, so I can't use any of the I can't use most of the show.
Yeah.
Production during this time, like, you would think is better, but, like, it's also, like, stressful.
It's not.
It's so stressful during this time.
I literally had to tackle one of my voice actors just to get them to record for a video of mine. And it's not like... I mean, we're all, like, super busy, I guess, because of the online courses and shit. I don't know. It's just,
Dude,
it's hard.
Someone asked me if I would actually be bringing back ADA. during this time, and I'm like, I wouldn't bring that back if I had the time in the world.
Here's my thing too, right? I could have like 2 episodes of Luluco out by now, probably, but
And also, like, fucking burnout happens.
yeah, I just finished Ava, and y'all know about the fucking horror story that is Ava.
Yeah. You did really well, though. It's fucking...
I think it's my best video, and it's sad that no one will be able to see it unless you go to Vlare.
Yeah, YouTube...
I'm still bummed about
YouTube
that.
is fuckity. But...
Yeah.
Fucking...
I thought about just uploading it on my personal channel to see what happens, but I don't want to get a strike on there.
Yeah. Zay, what were
you guys at least have, like... I was saying, you guys at least have video games to play. I don't play video games.
But you have...
And before you fucking
TV?
bring up Spyro, and before you do it, I have played that game enough times that, like, I want to play something else if I get the chance. I'm like, I don't want to say I'm sick of it, because I can never get sick of Spyro, but I'm just like, I don't want to play it right now.
Yeah. No, I get that feeling.
Like, I've played it 100 times already.
I've also been playing Modern Warfare. I know it's kind of like a Call of Duty, but honestly, it's been really fun. Like, they have, like, that new Battle Royale mode.
I bought a lot of games on eShop recently because, you know, I had the money. Finally, I had the money for something, and I bought a bunch of games. And so I finally bought that Kill la Kill game. It's so bad.
Why?
The thing is,
why would you buy that?
I played that shit before, like, when it wasn't even out yet. I played that shit when it was like going around conventions.
I played it at AX also, and I didn't like it.
I played it at SacreCon 2018. Yeah, it was 2018. And it was good. It was really good. But then I played the story just recently. It's so... I mean, you don't play fighting games for the story. Let's be real here.
Yeah. Unless you play Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's actually got a pretty cool story.
Sometimes, depending which games.
The MK 9 through 11 have had really cool stories.
Yeah. But Kill la Kills is god-awful, and one of the reasons why it absolutely pisses me off, like, the animation's good, the story itself isn't too terrible, but
I thought it was just a retelling of Kill la Kill.
It's really
is it not?
broken. Like the lip flaps don't even work. That
was a problem. That's a problem.
It doesn't work to the
it
doesn't work to the Japanese or the dub. Like,
well, that's a problem with every ArcSys game.
Yeah, but
that was a problem in Fighters,
and also,
absolutely.
Literally, one of the cinematics crashes the game. I had to skip a cinematic because this crashes the game.
Oh, dude.
I've never heard of that before. Holy shit.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
I had to skip that cinematic and backtrack to the chapter I was on. Because it crashed the fucking game twice.
Good God.
But oh my god, I love the animation. I love Kill la Kill. But dear God, that game is broken. This is the second Trigger game that has been broken. What is it with Trigger not having good games?
What was the first? Didn't they have a Gurren Lagann game?
No, they had a Little Witch game.
Oh, they did. Oh, I forgot about that.
I own that game, and it's so bad.
Why don't they just make a Space Patrol Luluco game?
They could make a lot of games, but, like, the thing is, they're choosing really bad devs.
If ArcSys made a JoJo game, it would be the greatest anime game ever made. Like, without a shadow of a doubt.
Now if it
But they refuse to do it.
Now if it fucking breaks during the fucking cinematic.
Yeah, that would be bad. If it combined Fighters, if it took JoJo and combined it with Dragon Ball Fighters, it would be incredible.
Dude, fucking the Kill la Kill game should have been like Fighters. That's what it should have been.
It should have. Why is it an arena fighter? Why isn't it like Fighters?
Yeah, it's so bad.
What When was the last time Arc Sys made an arena game? I thought they were only a fighting game company.
The thing is, I don't want to delete the game.
Like you
I
paid,
paid
didn't you
money
pay full
for
price
it,
for it?
and also it's not that bad of like an actual fighter once you learn the actual like stuff instead of button mash. Because I feel super bad when I just button mash. But also, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing. I look at my friends list. Wow, 12 people are online. What are they playing? Oh, Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing. Oh, look, this guy's playing Fire Emblem. Oh, we switched to Animal Crossing. I never caught on to it.
I played the old ones, and this was a fucking trip when I started this game.
I've heard it's like one of the best ones, New Horizons.
Yeah.
I've watched people play Animal Crossing before. I've watched long playthroughs of it, and it 100% does not look like my type of game.
And that's fine. That's fine. It's just
it just looks boring.
It's just that's the thing. It's just a thing to like turn off your mind.
It's supposed to make you relax.
It's a wholesome game to just relax to, unless you're playing the old old one, because the villagers in the old ones are all assholes. so like
no, but Doom Eternal's the most relaxing game.
God.
I still want to get the wait.
I've seen like all the fucking.
Yeah, I've actually been meaning to ask you, John, if you've gotten Doom Eternal yet.
The thing is, I never actually got into Doom. But like I don't hate Doom. It's just never got.
You never got into having fun.
Well, I never played the original growing up, and I never wanted to trust Bethesda with my life. So.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair. But this isn't Bethesda. This is like id. Same guys who made Wolfenstein. Doom 2016 is one of my favorite games of all time. Doom Eternal, I hope, is just as good. I would recommend Doom, because Doom is kind of a soft reboot of the series in a sense, and Doom Eternal's a sequel.
Yeah.
So
it looks really good, and I've watched a few playthroughs of it. It's just like I wouldn't play it for myself. I do that with a lot of games. Like I'll watch playthroughs of it, and like they look super fun, but like I would never play it for myself.
I haven't played a lot of games that have come out the year that they came out of. I think 2019 was kind of an exception, thanks to LastPass. I played, well, not every game is on LastPass, but I played Sekiro, I played I beat Fallen Order, and I beat The Outer Worlds. But I'm trying. I used to be able to keep up with everything that came out back in like 2014 and 2015 and 2016, and as I'm in college, I haven't been able to do that. You know, it sucks.
I also got a bunch of like multiplayer games now that everyone's just sitting at home and can play. So I got Mario Kart and been playing a lot of Smash.
Oh yeah,
like I have been. Oh my God, no one does this, and I've been like getting all of the spirits in Smash. No one cares about the spirits, but I've been like dedicating so much time to like unlocking a shit ton of spirits just for the fun of it.
I got all the Persona spirits. I need to get all the Fire Emblem ones because Byleth is my main.
Like, no, I'll just go like on the Smash, the
Smash board. Or the spirit board?
The spirit board, and I'll just unlock a shit ton of spirits.
Yeah.
But, like, I would never do that if I still was, working right now, because...
You saying that people, like, you don't have a job right now. I was hoping... I had this plan since the beginning of the year. I was hoping to, like, start crowdfunding my YouTube series. So, like, I was gonna open up a Patreon this April. But because of this whole thing and everybody being out of work and scrounging for money, I've decided to like hold off on opening it.
And that's fair. Like, I thought about canceling my Patreon. I thought about canceling the BridgeBrains Patreon, but we're just gonna leave them up.
Just in case, you never know. I still have my Patreon that no one looks at.
Yeah, I
like updating it.
I don't see anyone donating, but I'm, still give people the option.
Yeah, and
never know.
And also,
you never know.
Exactly, you never know, because like look at well, this is gonna date this podcast again, but recently a bunch of YouTubers did this huge charity live stream for fighting the current situation.
Yeah, I saw that.
And shit ton of money was donated because people are actually trying to fight this thing.
I saw Jaden Animation stream. Somebody donated $20,000.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, I love how Jaden.
Somebody donated their house.
Bruh. Here's my thing, right? Jaden said, "Oh yeah, $30,000 will be our goal." They hit the goal within like 15 minutes of their stream.
Dude,
it's pretty incredible.
Jacksepticeye had to reset his goals several times over.
I like seeing that because I know like Jaden Animations and Jack and Markiplier, those are all really good people.
Yeah,
that make great content.
Yeah,
I think they're up to. I think it's up to 1,700,000 right now.
Like all together because like individually they've made like 100,000 something. Or like in the 100,000s, but together it's like over a million, nearly 2 million.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm
jack
still confused
shit
where
about...
Mr. Beast gets what?
I was just saying I don't know shit about money or how exactly they plan on fighting this thing, so I don't know if that much money is actually going to help that much. But it is nice to see.
Yeah,
I mean, if they don't want it, I'll take it. I'll be fine with $1 million. I think they're kind of cool.
But
like, we were going to fight this super dangerous thing that's affecting the entire world, but now let's give it to Josh. I liked his Ava abridged.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Ava, yeah. Man. But speaking of games, I have some sad news. I can't play most Steam games anymore.
Why?
Because I'm on Mac. So Mac did this wonderful thing with the new OS called fucking me in the butt. So what happened is, right, Mac OS Catalina does not support 32-bit applications anymore.
Oof.
It's only 64-bit applications and above. And guess how many bits? Gmod, Half-Life 2, Counter-Strike Source, Left 4 Dead 2, Team Fortress 2. Guess how many bits those games have? 32. Can't use them.
Yeah.
The only game I can really play
sucks.
But yeah, I can only play Counter-Strike Global Offensive. That's it.
This is why you don't use a Mac for gaming.
Listen, let me pull my PC out my butt that I have. Like, what do you want from me?
I thought you were gonna say, let me pull my penis out.
Yeah. I'll start an OnlyFans. That way I'll get a PC.
Fucking. Like, this year, not only has, like, the current situation been going on, but, like, this year started with a fucking fire in Australia. The whole fucking...
No, it started with World War III.
No, well, yes, but, like, the fucking, bushfire thing also went on. And, like, that shit wasn't...
That was this year.
Yeah. That was this year.
So much
has happened this year. Well, fucking... And I'm glad a lot of, money was raised for that, for the bushfire stuff.
The fact that
I never heard if that died down all the way. Or I had never heard about the recovery process of that.
Yeah, I haven't
me neither.
I heard, like, it's getting better, but, like, I've also heard that it's not entirely, done with.
I've been having to rely on my friend who actually lives in Australia to, like, keep me updated.
Like, a few friends in Australia that have, like, kept me updated a little bit.
Thankfully, she's far away from the fires, but
fucking. Oh wait, I never explained what fully what I've been doing during quarantine other than playing video games, like a fucking gamer.
Gamer.
I've been actually sitting down and actually watching anime, which is something I don't normally do. I haven't done that in a fucking minute.
I don't believe you for a second.
Watching?
No. Seriously, like, you want to know the last anime I actually sat through, like, fully? Well, this is kind of cheating because I don't want to count, rewatching anime. I want to count, like, actually, like, watching an anime through for the first time. I think the last one I watched... Let me pull up my Netflix.
While you're doing that, I can talk about the last anime I watched in full.
Oh, God.
It was the new Konosuba movie.
Oh, Yeah, that was it was definitely a movie that I watched. It was the No Game No Life Zero movie.
Oh,
And it's so good.
really?
Yeah, because it was on Netflix. It came to Netflix recently.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's so good. And also I also watched Beastars.
I did too. I binged that.
It's good.
It was one of my. It's actually like up there for one of my favorite like anime first seasons of an anime.
People are so mean calling it like furry shit. Like,
Well, it is, but that doesn't mean it's not good.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, Beastars dub is one of the best dubs I've heard in a very long time.
Yeah, the dub's actually really good.
Yeah,
but
like in a very unconventional way, which is really good.
But yeah, during this time, I've been watching like a lot of movies and like a lot of anime movies too. Because Netflix is always there for me.
Yeah, so is Hulu. I just watched Summer Wars with some friends finally.
Yeah.
Oh, Summer Wars is great.
Yeah, Summer Wars was very interesting.
Dude,
it was
like,
good.
It's crazy though that like both like video game companies and like anime companies are spoiling us during this time. Like,
yeah, Kaguya-sama came back.
Yeah, that's
finally.
Dude, like you would think like production would be worse during this time because they're not in a professional studio and shit, and like they're not having as close interaction as they could have. But no, it's going by like a lot more smoothly. Just simul-dubbing isn't a thing anymore. Speaking of that, though, well, son, whatever your thoughts on Funimation are, they actually pulled off entirely at-home recordings for what was it, the My Hero Academia, and like the new episode that that's going up on
Which
Funimation.
is a big episode.
It's a big episode.
No spoilers, but it's a big episode.
Yeah, no spoilers, please. I haven't seen it.
Deku dies. It's so sad.
All of that was done at home, like and like keep in mind, yes, a lot of professional voice actors can record at home. They just prefer to record at the studio because it's more professional and has like the proper equipment. But they managed to pull off this episode entirely at home, and I think that's actually really cool. It makes me actually want to hear more anime done like that, like done like a fan dub, but actually the real
I am
dub.
this close to just saying fuck. I'm this close to saying fuck it and just directing my own dub of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I'm just gonna say fuck it and just get a bunch of voice actors and do an actual at-home dub of it.
I think you would get sued.
Yeah, I think it'd be funny though. It'd be funny.
Really, I just want something to do. Like,
do something.
Like, I've been trying to get some. I was just like, hey, I got all this free time now. Would be a good opportunity to like get some people together and start making stuff. But everybody's. Where the fuck is everybody? For everybody staying home, everybody seems to be
isolated.
Yeah.
Like, I've been messaging people left and right, being like, hey, I got this idea. You want in? And no replies back have come yet.
Yeah.
Bruh moment.
Shit happens, man. Life.
Yeah. I think the one takeaway we can put from this podcast is that take this time in the quarantine to catch up on stuff you like and kind of reflect on yourself a little. Just kind of take the moment where you have to be at home to think about your own mental image.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yeah, I started drawing again. I started like I got my sketchbooks out and I started drawing again. I'm not a fucking artist, but I started drawing again.
Yeah, I need to draw too. I hang out with artists constantly, and I'm just like, yeah, you guys are doing great, ha ha ha. And I'm like, man, I can't draw for shit.
The thing is, I was considered a prodigy growing up.
I was fucking not. I'm a lefty, so I could not draw.
I was like one of the star students at like the art club, and like I got requested to draw a lot of shit for like the school programs and shit. But
damn, I did not. That's cool. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
But fucking,
I envy people who can draw well.
I actually helped contributed to a mural at my elementary school.
Oh wow, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but like. Once I hit my like teen years, I kind of dropped everything art because like I just couldn't. I didn't dedicate time to it, and I also like had that mentality at that time when I was super young, just like it's really shit. Like, why did everyone like this? And then like I started drawing in anime style, and then I got like looks from people like, oh, you're
And then it all
drawing
went
anime, draw real shit, like, and then I was super demotivated.
Fuck those guys. Draw
Yeah.
whatever you want. Draw big goth girl anime titties.
Hell yeah.
If that makes you happy.
But
It's always the first example.
Yeah. It's the most important example. What else is art for?
True.
But I've been getting back
Yeah.
into that, and I feel like, keep in mind, in the BridgeBrains server, I have just about most of the roles that we've set in there. One of the roles that I don't have is artist, and that's because even if I do draw, I'm not an artist like everyone else in the server that has that tag, because it's gonna take a long time to the point where I can consider even giving me myself that tag.
Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of feel the same way when it comes to, like, the musician role. What I've been doing recently is, like, I mentioned it before the podcast, but I've been playing this, like, visual novel called Your Turn to Die.
Yeah.
Which is, like, a killing game kind of visual novel sort of thingy. It's really good. But I really noticed that the music was kind of repetitive for it, so I just kind of took back up Logic and said, screw it, I'll make my own. And that's what I've been doing also while I play. So,
yeah,
I think you just kind of have to just get inspired, I guess, if you want to pick that back up.
Yeah. I thought about pulling out my fucking violin again.
I never think about that. Oh, what's that?
I thought about pulling
Sorry.
back my back out my violin again.
Do it.
Yeah.
I was making a dirty joke. You pull out your violin.
But fucking.
All right. Well. Yeah.
I think this is a good time. But like, basically, during this time, just stay inspired. Stay optimistic. Things will get better. During the current situation. And if they don't, still stay optimistic and do you. Do you?
Yeah, you do you. This podcast feels like the equivalent of like a cigar lounge. We're just like hanging out. None of us smoke. We're just kind of chilling in these comfy chairs, talking about life. While smooth jazz plays. Hey, Future JJ, play some smooth jazz in the background. Or wherever it's his podcast. I don't know who edits it. All right. Thank you guys for having me. This is fun.
Thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Zay.
I'm always here if you want me to come back.
Yeah, he'll come back like
to these podcasts, not to BridgeBrains, to the
he'll
podcast.
He'll come back several times over.
I took your spot, bitch. I'm kidding.
He'll come back several times over, but not actually come back. It's a tease.
Yeah. It'll tease you.
But yeah, thank you guys. And we hope to see you in another episode of the revived.
Out of the Crypt, the Cryptcast.
Out of the Cryptcast.
Are we still doing the song in the background?
Yes.
To the fade out.
Hell yeah, we are.
All we wanna do is eat your brains. Woo!
Okay.
I've missed that.
Okay,
You're probably listening to it right now as we're talking.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes. All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're at an impasse here. Maybe we should compromise. Open up the doors. We'll all come inside and eat your brains.